I was on the internet a couple weeks ago looking at new DJ equipment, and I came across these Rockville RLS2 stands. What caught my eye is that it said it can go up to 10 feet, all in one stand. There's nothing else needed, like a base plate or other tools, and it sets up pretty easily. I did look for videos and pictures of online to see if there was any other DJs that had these, and there wasn't. So I wanted to make this video to kind of review them, show them around a little bit, see what I can see from them, and go from there. On your screen here, I'm going to show you some of the details that Rockville is describing about these stands. See if you can take a look at them yourself. One other thing that caught my eye about these stands was the price. So each one of these is $115. What also caught my eye with these, just like the Chauvet DJ Flex Stands, was the ability that you can actually crank up speakers, lighting, T-bars, or pretty much anything that you would need that can actually go on a normal speaker / lighting stand. And I like the fact that going 10 feet, which is a couple feet higher than the 8 feet limit on a flex stand, was very neat to have. So with the price of everything, I wanted to check these out pretty much sight unseen, because I couldn't find anything, like I said, on the internet about any other DJs using them. So I think I'm about the first. And just to let you know, I'm not getting sponsored by Rockville. I actually don't have anything else Rockville in my DJ equipment lineup. I don't use anything from their company, and this is my first introduction with them, seeing how their products go. I bought these also to help me out with some of my school dances, especially when you need height and you have a lot more lighting or sound. So hopefully with these, I'll be able to accomplish that very easily. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take these out, show them to you, see what they look like, try them out here in my garage, and we'll just go from there and see what we get. A couple of things about the Rockville that you probably want to look at here on the website is that it says that it goes up to 10 feet and it offers air cushioning, lowering, and air assist. Definitely something that works really well when you have something pretty heavy and you're trying to get it up and down. So that was something that I wanted to definitely take a look at. It comes with its own bag, and again, it's just one package, one stand. So hopefully it goes really quickly. I do have a elementary school dance this weekend, so I definitely want to try them there for this weekend for a couple disco balls that I had in mind that they wanted at their dance for a theme, and I'm going to see how they work at an event as well. All right, so what it looks like when you take this out of the box, looks like the stand already is in the bag here, which is nice. Put that over here for a second. Okay. And it looks like it says stop. Watch this video before first use. Scan the QR code or go to this website for Rockville support, and it shows you how-to videos and other important information you need to know. All right, take a look at that right now, see what that looks like. Yeah, that doesn't work. There's no videos. All right, so here is the bag. It says Rockville on it. The material, I'm not quite sure if this is going to hold up very well. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might have to buy different bags of these. I feel like holes will pop in these easily if you use these quite a lot. So I'm not quite sure about that. So we'll find out about that later. Okay. Cut this off. Okay. All right. Not too terribly heavy. Looks like we twist this open, and then there we go. Let's fall down. Okay. All right, so what it looks like here on the bottom to make the 3 legs stand up and lock in position is that they fall downwards, which makes perfect sense why they would do that. And then it's just a screw on the side here where you tighten this up and loosen it up if you want to put those legs up and down. So not bad. Take a look at this stuff here. So it looks like you loosen up this bolt here, and then you push the button, and then it should go up. Okay. And then they have a second one. Does the same thing, push the button, and it moves on up. Wow, that goes really high. Okay. So for right now, it does look like it works just like a flex stand. Now, one thing I noticed though, they talk about air support. I didn't feel anything as far as air support or air lift, and not so much of an air cushion. These resemble the flex stand where there isn't much of an air cushion. Basically, if you let go of it and you have the button pushed in, it's going to fall down on you. So you have to be very careful with that. But it does go up pretty easily. All right. So what I'm going to try, I'm going to put a speaker on this. We'll put this one on. So this is a EKX 12P. I believe it's like 57 pounds if I remember right. So a little bit of weight to it, but not bad. It's a 12P. Okay, so that's what it looks like with a speaker on it. Let me see if I can push it up. Yeah, it's not that bad. All right. I'm assuming if you have more weight on that, that will kind of cause you a little grief. Like I said, I do not feel anything with airlift with it. It's just basically, it's all the might of your muscles to get that up here. And then obviously if you have a lighting fixture on the top, basically work the same way. So let me try that. I'm going to bring this down and I'm going to put a moving head on there. Like I said, I have two stands, so I'm going to try the other one just in case that this one has broken. These are Chauvet Spot 360s. Put that on here. There we go. Same kind of deal. Definitely if I want this up higher, I have to loosen this. Make sure it's loose, and off it goes. All right, cool. That's not bad. Again, just like the flex stand there, resembles that pretty much the same. Okay, I'm going to try the other stand to see if it does this air cushioning, air support thing that they were talking about. I'm really curious about that. All right, so I got the other stand out, lowered its legs, moved this one over here a little bit so we can see this one better. And let's see what it does here. So I'm going to loosen this up here, and then I'm just going to push the button a little bit, and yeah, it does the same thing as the other stand does. Make sure this goes up to the 10-foot high limit as they described. Yep, pretty much just a few inches off my ceiling. If I was inside with this right now, that would be through my ceiling at the moment. So let me let it come back down. Yeah, no air assist. That does not feel like anything for air cushion to me. Again, feels a lot like the Chauvet Flex Stand to me on that. Let me try with this one. Yeah, if I don't grab it, it'll just fall on its own. So again, they're advertising air cushion, air assist, air lift. I'm not seeing that with these. I don't believe I would have two broken stands from factory. That would be kind of insane, and they're brand new, so it wasn't where it was listed as used or repaired or anything like that. And again, the instructions that came with the video, or the pamphlet there that I showed you, you go to this website and it doesn't have anything for you to look at. So I believe everything I'm doing is correct. There's no magic buttons or valves or something on here. It should be just ready to go. So I believe I'm doing everything right. I think what I'm going to do next, I'm going to set up a flex stand side by side with this, kind of show you that a little bit, and see how they compare. Again, different price points with the Chauvet versus this. Rockville, at the time of this recording, it's $115. And then with flex stands, I believe they're about $250 per stand, which gives you the stand itself, which I'll show you, the base plate, and if you want anything else with it, you have to order, like if you want a bag so you don't have to carry the big iron plate, that bag is going to be around $50, $75, I believe I paid for them. And it gets up there for price. And again, what attracted me to these stands were they were $115 a piece. So let me get the other ones and we'll see what they do. Is the Flex Stand base. So let me put this on the ground. And again, these covers do not come with it. I ordered these separately because I wanted something to keep the Flex Stand bags, or I should say the stands themselves, looking nice without them looking all scratched up or dented. So that is the base plate that goes on the ground. Next, we need this, which is the pole itself. So again, this is the Chauvet DJ Flex Stand. How this works is that the base plate, which is made out, I believe, by iron, is very heavy. I believe that's about 30 pounds. And then the stand itself screws in with an M10 bolt, I believe. So basically, they just screw into three of the holes. There's three holes on this base plate, and it helps you kind of position it in, if you want to get it against the wall or if you want it in the corner, helps you kind of orient that instead of having it always in the middle. In this example right now, I have it on one of the back holes. So how this works with the Flex Stand is kind of the same operation as the Rockville stand. You have a screw bolt here, so you can loosen it and tighten it up if you're going up and down with it. And then there's a button on here on the side. And the same kind of operation with the Rockville, you basically pull up and it'll just click until you've reached the maximum. Now, one thing I noticed is with the Flex Stand here, it does have markings on to tell you where you're at. So basically you can count like how many holes you have. So you match up if you have multiple of these stands, you can at least know where you're at. And then there's a indication where it says stop. The RLS2 stands don't have any markings on it. So you have really no way of knowing how far you're up. I wish they had that. I'd be kind of a pro. Okay, so just like I said with the RLS2 where they said air cushioning, the Flex Stands definitely don't say that per se. So if you were going to lower it, if you have something on top of it, you definitely have to be careful with it so you don't, screw up your hand or drop it too fast and crush something. So I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to put a small little Everse speaker on here, just kind of show you how that looks like on this Flex Stand. And then same principle, if I want to push it up, I just basically grab it, make sure it's loosened up on this bolt, and off it goes. I can get up as high as I need to. Again, I believe these are 8 feet high, maximum height. And I use these primarily for lighting, especially for school dances, maybe sometimes outside gigs if you need the height for anything, if you need the speakers to be high up, the lighting whatsoever. I do usually put moving heads on these with some other lighting. Works really well, looks slim. So obviously there's the speaker on top of the pole. All right, so I'm gonna bring this down. Same thing, I gotta make sure I have my hand on it pretty tight, otherwise it'll fall pretty quickly. And obviously the heavier item you have on top of it, the faster it's gonna try to come down. So gotta use those muscles to make sure that you don't drop this on your head or worse. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna set the Rockville stands up at a gymnasium for an elementary school dance. They did want some disco balls for their theme that they're doing, which is the 50s night. So I'm going to see how these work because I do like the idea of them be able to go up to 10 feet. Again, that's a really good thing compared to what the Chauvet DJ Flex Stands can do for us.